It's time for Hearts and Crafts with Anna. I'm Anna. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you visited before, it's good to see you again. On this channel, we share shopping hauls, create budget-friendly DIYs, and home decor. I am super excited about today's video. I'm taking part in Heidi Sombel's DIY Fall Challenge. It's hosted by Heidi Sombel at Heidi Sombel DIY. The link to her channel along with the playlist will be in the description below. Now let's head on over to my craft room. I'm going to show you what I made using this. But before I go, have you met my doppelganger? I met her at the Dollar Tree and we have been close friends ever since. Not only does she look like me, but she sounds like me too. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow and it helps YouTube to notice me just a little bit more. Don't forget to comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video and you don't miss out on any of this fun. Now let's head on over to my craft room. Let me show you what I made using this for Halloween. Let's go grab your coffee, your favorite beverage. Come on, vámonos. Let's go. For DIY number 1, I'm using these. Quite a bit of this. Some of these. And most of these. I started by tracing the witch cutouts onto the back side of the scrapbook paper. I cut out 5 hats from the green sheet of paper and 5 hats from the purple sheet of paper. I cut each sheet of paper with the hats facing the opposite direction. Next, I cut 5 thin strips of the green paper and 5 thin strips of the purple paper. The strips are about 1/8 of an inch wide, and I'm using those to create the headband. I used the green bands on the purple hats and the purple bands on the green hats. Once I glued the bands in place, I cut a tiny square, the color of the hat, for the buckle. See? Next, I applied all the paper hats onto the wood cutouts using my trusty old glue stick. Looking good. Next, I took my sticker letters, spelled out the words Hocus Pocus, lined up the hats, and then poked the hole back through the top of the hats to hang the string. Then I attached each of the letters to the front of the hats using hot glue. Once I had all the letters in place, I tied the hanging string to each of the hats. Next, I measured out about a 60-inch piece of yarn. I measured the hats out at about 3 inches apart and tied them onto the yarn. Once I had all the hats in place, I cut about 30 12-inch strips of yarn. Then I tied 3 strips of yarn in between each of the hats. I took the strip of yarn, folded it in half, placed it on top of the garland yarn, and pulled the tails through the loop. Stay tuned for the reveal. DIY number 2 is next. For DIY number 2, I'm using these, this, some of this, and these. I started by painting the ghost cutouts with the white apple barrel paint, giving them each 2 coats of paint on both sides. Then I took my letters, spelled out the word Goblins, and applied them to the front of the ghosts using a glue stick. Next, I took my ribbon, making a 2-inch loop. I cinched it in the middle and tied it with a piece of jute string, creating a bow. I made 3 bows. Next, I took a small piece of ribbon and wrapped it around the jute string to finish the bows. Once the bows were finished, I attached them to 3 of the goblins using hot glue. Isn't she cute? Aw, another cutie. Next, I cut about 60 inches of the fluffy yarn, folded it in half to find the center, and started tying the goblins onto the yarn, spacing them out at about 3 inches. Once all the goblins were in place, I started on my bows. I cut 6 8-inch strips of ribbon, folded them together, and dovetailed the ends, Then I twist tied them with a piece of wire. I made 2 bows, tying one at each end of the garland. And don't forget to fluff, fluff, fluff. And then fluff some more. And keep on fluffing. And here it is, our first DIY, the Witch's Hat Hocus Pocus banner. I am so happy with how this turned out. I'd like to thank our host, Heidi Sombel at Heidi Sombel DIY, for hosting this fall DIY challenge. Don't forget to watch her channel and the playlist. They are both linked below. And here it is, our adorable Goblins banner. They are all dressed up and ready to go. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!